1 2 3 microphone check. One, two, three. 1 2 3. One, two, three. Perfect. Now it works. Some coffee. One, two, three. Hello guys, and welcome to my channel QANSIGLIERE. Today we will continue to work on our own library for Node Package Manager. But first of all, I want to tell you what you guys have a very interesting opportunity. You can ask any question related to IT world directly to me. To do it, you just need to open my YouTube channel, click on to get all possible links from my YouTube channel, and click on the first one. Here you will get the opened Google document where you can provide your question, and from my side I will try to review it in my next videos and streams. And what we are going to do today. So, as you remember, I prepared a list of functions to generate some random data what I could use in my work in test automation team. And today we will continue to extend the number of functions. And let's open GitHub project first of all. This one. Let's open GitHub desktop application. Done. And let's open Visual Studio Code. It's installing some updates. Perfect. We can see the list of changes here. And let's open our project. Documents, GitHub, random data generators. Okay. Also, in my previous stream, we merged changes from the branch to main branch. Let's refresh it. Yes, we can see last changes here. Next file. Let me check it what we have. Okay, it's done. Probably we can delete day one branch. Let me check. Let's compare two branches. Open branches tab, and how we can do it here. Code day one. Not this one, not this one, this one, not this one. Okay, I want to compare two branches. So let's click on view all branches, and this one, activity, okay, I probably merged this branch but didn't remove it. Okay, Anyway, let's continue work on our main goal to create a library with several JavaScript functions to generate some random data. What we are going to do, first of all, let's create a new branch. Let's click here, new branch, day 2, and press create. Let's publish changes, and let's open Visual Studio Code. First reorganization, what I want to do, it's to create a new folder. Let's call it lib, and here we will continue the main functions for our library. Let's create a new file and call it random data generators. No. .gs. And now let's move all files, all functions what we have here, and what we are going to do with index. On the previous stream, I told you about two opportunities how we can export and move functions from one file to another in JavaScript. We have two approaches. First of them, it's called CommonJS approach. Second one is called ES model. So in our project, we will use the older one approach, CommonJS, and how we can do it. So first of all, let's remove all console log functions. Done. Now it's more clear. Second one, what I want to do. We created a function to generate some random integer value. Let's create the similar function, but to generate float value. Let's call it random float. We'll have maximum value plus we will use the parameter like length. It means number of digits after the dot. When you work with float value, we have some values like 12.3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and so on. So length means how many digits we have here. If we put length value 4, it means what we will get only these 4 digits after the dot. And let's do it. So we use math random function and multiply it on maximum value. In this case, we'll get the float value, and we want to control the number of digits after the dot. How to do it? Let's write dot to fixed and write length value. How it works? Let me open the browser, open inspect, and here in console we can do some simple JavaScript operations like let let's write function rent from maximum, and we will do such stuff: return math random multiply on max. Done. And let's check a trend from 10. It returns the float value, but if we apply to this function method to fixed and for instance let's show only 4 digits after the dot, we will get the string value. So our purpose right now and goal to convert this string value back to number, and to do it we need to apply this function number, and that's it. Keep in mind what toFixed method, it converts any number value to string value. So let's apply these methods here in our function. Let's write number math from done. Okay, and next one function what I want to create, it will return a random boolean value, true or false. How to do it? Sorry, let me rename my file name. Done. We created the function, it's called random array item, and it returns some item from any provided array, right? So let's create a function random boolean, and instead of array we will return this one. True or false. Done. Now next step, we need to somehow export these functions. As I mentioned before, we will use CommonJS approach, and for this purpose we need to provide the following information. We will use method, it's called model exports, and let's provide names of functions. Random integer first. Done. Random float. Done. Random integer value between min max. Done. Random array item. Random boolean. Random string. Random phone number. Random email. And random IP. And random string from template. Done. So now we can export all these created functions, and let's reuse it. To import any values, we just need to write the following commands: var from array equal require, and we need to provide the path to the file lib random data generators .js. We need to provide extensions in any case, and let's copy these names. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Actually, it's not bad. We created already 10 different functions. Completed it. Perfect. What else we could do? In good way, we need to provide the information about functions, what we created. We have 10 different functions, and let's provide their description, what this function do. Pardon. Okay, everything is fine. Okay, let's do it. Let's open a README file and let's check GitHub documentation about README. Installation. Let's check any available template for README. Probably we can update it from the website. Let's choose day 2. And let's merge our changes. Commit, push. Done. Now let's open GitHub. Okay, and let's use embedded text editor to create our own README file. Okay. Interesting. Do we have any template for it? README template. Nope. Let's add installing part. Let's add example. Okay, let's provide the list of available functions. Cancel changes. To provide documentation for README, we will use Visual Studio Code. And let's work here. Let's copy list of functions. Okay, it's done, and let's work with one by one. So first function is about random integer. It returns a random integer value between 0 and the provided maximum value, but the maximum value is not included. Perfect. It does the similar stuff, random float value, and you can come the number of digits after the dot. Perfect. Return an integer from the specified minimum value. It returns a random element of the specified array. Done. It returns true or false. Well, okay, it returns a random string value according to the specified length and character set. Okay. This one function, it returns a random phone number according to the specified template. It returns a random email address. It returns a random IP address and returns a random string value according to the specified template and character set. Done. Done. Let's upload these changes. Day 2. Publish. And let's check GitHub page of the project. Looks good. Let's mention what we use. Functions. Let's check documentation about readme file. Get started, GitHub CLI. GraphQL API, REST API, repositories, about readme. Okay. maybe I'm wrong, but I see very poor documentation about supported styles for README file. Okay. Probably repository is synced. And let's try to play with README file. Okay, let's leave it as is for right now. I just want to check one additional resource. Okay, let's leave it as is. So we created 10 different functions to generate random data, right? What is in our step? We provided clear documentation of what each function does. What should be next step? We should test our functions in case if we will update them or refactor. And for this purpose, we could use two different approaches. First approach is to use jest library. It's framework to create your own test cases and launch them. You can see test coverage, you can get some information. Another approach, what I prefer more, it's to use Mocha framework together with Chai.js. Let's work with it. So how we can create simple test case on Mocha? We just need to install Mocha JavaScript library and provide test plan in such way. And that's it. Assertions we could reuse from Chai library. It provides a huge list of assertions and technically we could work with it. So let's open documentation. Getting started, and here let's choose also getting started. Okay, let's install these two libraries and let's reuse them. Click on installation and let's do this. npm install Mocha. Yep. And let's install npm install chai. Done. Now let's create another folder and let's call it tests. Let's create a file. Let's call it tests.js, and let's work with it. What do we want to do? So first of all, let's import our methods. Let's use this one approach. We should open this folder and move to this one. Done. Okay, next step is to connect Mocha and Chai libraries. Okay, let's import Chai in our project. Done. And let's import Mocha library. Let's rename it. Done. And let's reuse suggestions from this document. Okay, here is the style, how we can create our test cases. Let's pass this part and call random data generators library. Okay, main part describe. Okay. I see. What is the structure for Mocha framework? So first of all, you can see the line what starts with describe. It means the test suite part. We call it random data generator library, right? The line what starts from IT, it means test case. Let's use it just to create a first step for random integer. Validate what the function validate what the function returns integer value. What we could do, we run the following code. Let maximum equals 10, and let's do this part. Random integer from maximum, and we need to validate what if you use math round method. From it is the same like, so we need to add assertion. Let's use in this case chai.js. And let's use this part of code. This is our first test. Now next step, we need to run somehow our test cases. How to do it? For this purpose, we could use operation. It's called npm test, but we need to provide the script name in package.json. Let's check package.json script test and write Mocha here. Done. Now let's try to run npm test. No test cases found. Okay, how we can change it? Let's go to folder test and let's run npm test. No test files found. Okay. One moment, guys. Okay, what we should change here? For test we should write mocha and provide the path for all test cases. So it will be test star.test.js, and here we should write the command mocha done. Let's try to rerun our test. I couldn't find tests. Okay, now we have at least one result. Instead, change mocha.js exception during run require of ES model chai from mocha is not supported. It's interesting. Let's check what we could do. Let's reuse this one method. And let's rerun our test case. Exception. Package JSON. Let's change it. Okay, no. Okay, let's check this problem. Chai. Okay, their suggestion is to change the type of the script. It's not good. Chai.js with common JS. Okay, it's only Okay, now we move to ESM type. It's set. It's very set. Okay, in this case, let's reuse it for ES model approach. How we can refactor our code? Let's write here model, and we need to make few changes. First of all, we need to change index file. Let's use import from done, and no, I do not like it. Say 1 2 3 4 1 sorry 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Let's try another approach. Let's reuse assertions from Mocha. Assertions, what we could do here. Okay. In this case, unfortunately, we should forget about chai.js, and let's try to run another library, npm uninstall chai. Okay, and let's install another one. It's called expect.js. Done. And here in our file, let's reuse when expect.js. How we can import? We could use only such method. Let's put it here, expect, and how it works. Expect to equal. Okay. Save, and let's try to run npm tests again. Validate. Constant result equal, because we called it twice in our script. Let's run it. Now with this case passed. In our case, what we could create for random integer, the function returns a value less than maximum, and to be less than maximum. And let's create another test, validate what function returns a number, and let's reuse this one. Here we will use type of result equal number. Let's run the test, and as you can see, all three test cases are passed. By the way, right now for only one function I created 3 different test cases, and it means that I started working on unit testing. It is the case when you check each function by set of test cases. Let's extend the coverage, and let's expand it. Okay, let's check another function. It should be float, and here we can reuse our 3 methods. 1, 2, 3 float, okay, done. What we can validate? First of all, what it's not an integer value. Let's open this one site. But here we also should provide some value for length. So, first case, it should not equal to integer value. Okay, here we can provide not to equal. Here it's better to use such one method, result to be number. Here we also reuse it, done. write here this one method. Here we can check what it's less, check type, math, JavaScript. Okay, we can use math trunk. Result from row. Nope. Trunk. Okay, next test case. Here it doesn't make any sense to round result here. Return float value. Let's check. Okay. Let's add the next one function. Integer value, maximum, minimum. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and here we write minimum, maximum. Less than, and it should be more or equal to minimum. Okay, here should be type number, and let's check. Okay, for it's not above. Okay, minimum -1, and check turn a value, turns minimum, if maximum equals minimum. It should return the number. Okay, let's check it. Okay, one test case has failed. Random integer between. It returns an integer value. Copy paste issue. Okay, what else we can check? Done. Let's work on another function. Another one is about random array item. Check the empty array. So let's result. And it should return the false value. Okay, what else? Check the array with one item. Let's check A, and expected results should equal okay, and check scenario when we have check the array with two items. Let's check case 1 or 2, and Okay, we should validate what one of items is equal to or 1. It's interesting, I can't find a method to validate what returned item is a part of an array. Okay, let's check such approach. Too much and regexp 1, 2. In the future we need to learn about regexp. Okay, it should equal 1. It's interesting why much doesn't work. Equal much. Let's try such approach. expect to match. Something is wrong here. Okay. One, two. Save. Okay, to string. I don't know how, but I fixed it. Okay, check array item is tested. Let's check this one, random boolean. Let's reuse this one item. Boolean value, no parameters, and to be boolean. Let's check it. Okay, not bad. What else we can test? Random string. Okay. Let's reuse this one method. String. Let's use this one method. One string. Also, we can validate the value. Return a random string. And what we could do, we can provide here the value, and let's use match. But we will use parameter from A to Z plus let's check what it returns, random string with the correct length. Let's provide length 8 and here let's use 8. Let's run the test. Okay, okie dokie. What else we can check? can check random phone number. It should return such and such value. Let's reuse it. 1, 2, 3. Without phone, it should return the string, and without value, it should contain plus. And let's use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, should contain star from 0 to 9. Let's use search test, and let's reuse this method. It should contain 10. Let's check it. Okay, let's use such one approach. Dot star. Okay, great. What functions also we can test? Random email. Let's close this one part and start this one. Okay, they also use template. Okay, and how many characters it should contain? 10, 21, 10, 11, 21, 22, 25, 25, and it should match to Z. To Z dot A to Z and close. Done. Random email. Let's check test. Okay, it should. Oh, probably we found the issue. The issue is template value. Great. Next one function, it's about random IP. I think we could use the same tests as for phone number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and let's use match. 3, 4. It's very interesting to have length. Length in this case could be different, so it's not a good case. And last one function, it's about template from random string. Done. Okay, 1, 2, 3. It should contain from A to Z minus from A to Z. Done. Random. Should return string value, right. It should return and follow to template, right. What about length? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. This string we could remove and we can run. Okay, it doesn't have 10. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. 9 plus it should contain from A to Z and from 9 to 2. Okay, let's run our test cases several times and probably that's all what we wanted to implement. We have expect library, we have mocha, and yeah, I think we are good to merge these changes. As you can see right now everything is fine, so let's merge these changes to our main branch. Let's open GitHub. And let's create a merge request. Tests, create pull request. Merge changes. And let's check our library. Now it has new changes. Let's check our package.io file. And now let's try to publish our changes. I a little bit worry about it, but let's see. Okay, open this one, create and published on scope public. Okay, this step is done. README file has been created. Test cases have been added. Let's check our project. Let's double check what we still use main branch. Done. And press npm publish. Okay, I could not do this because I need to register okay, let's add npm user. I forget my password. Okay. Not now. Okay, one time password. It's very hard to publish your own application. Let's log in. Okay, now I logged in. That's nice. And let's try to publish our application again. So guys, we achieved it. Right now we just published our first library with functions to generate some random data, and we can check it from this website. Done. Come on. Package name too similar to existing. Okay, run it with Okay, we need to change its name. Okay, let's change it. Let's call it random data generators GS. No, it's stupid. Okay. And let's change its name. And now we'll try. Yes! Yes! Finally. Finally we published our first application, guys. Let's check it. Let's open the link to our library and check how it works. I'm really happy. I'm really happy what we just right now published our first application. And let's check how it works. Seriously. Let's open a new project. Let's create new folder, test lib. Let's open it, and here let's use operation npm install random data generators QANSIGLIERE. It's installed. Now let's create a new file like test.js, and let's var random integer equal require Okay, now let's play with import. Let's check it. Why it's not a function? Okay, probably I have some issue with index.js and we need to quickly fix it. Can't import function from index.js. Okay. Okay, now I know what I should do as the next step. With my library, we should fix some minor issue with it. Open GitHub, random data generator, and let's change the version, and let's change the model export. And now we want to patch our library. So open documentation, packages, updating packages, and change version in the package regular, run the following npm. Okay, let's publish changes again. I really hate this approach to each time. Let's write 435 and login. Okay. I didn't change the project, right? Let's create a new branch, block 1. change one approach here. Let's change its name to QANSIGLIERE random data generators. Okay. Let's publish changes again. Another try, another password, 812, login. Okay, now let's check our test project. Let's do installation. Okay, let's open script, put name here and run it. Yes, amazing. Also, let's check what methods we have here. Okay, let's check another interesting scenario. Let's change our approach here and let's use type model. It means what we import from. Let's check this approach. Error. Type model. Okay, let's remove node models. Done. Okay. And let's run it. We did it. Great job, guys. Random IP. It works. I'm really proud of myself. What I published my first JavaScript library in npm project. That's great. Thank you guys for your time. That's it for today. I wish you to have a nice weekend and see you later, guys. Bye.